If you've been watching my Counter-Strike videos or any videos on this channel in the last 4 years, you probably would have noticed that logo somewhere in the background or on the video or on stream, or you maybe noticed my name in-game is Night Mode Rex, and you're like, what the hell is Night Mode? I thought I was watching Jericho. If you have no concept on what's going on, that's my bad. I actually did a really bad job keeping everybody up to date with what I've been doing for the last 4 years, which is why I'm making this video, because there's a lot that I get to talk to you guys about and a lot that I'm excited about. About 4 years ago, I made this video talking about how I was starting a new journey and a new project, something that I've always wanted to do. I was starting a record label called Night Mode Records, and that kind of started a lot of work in the background that you probably never saw or heard about or weren't even aware of, and maybe you even noticed that videos didn't get pumped out as much and you're like, what's going on? Since I made that video 4 years ago, we've released over 160 songs across a whole bunch of genres of dance music, and the artists that we've worked with are both big and small, internationally touring, Grammy award winning, and people who have just decided to release their first track with us. And it is a really fun experience. And I'm gonna get into all the technical details on like what the label is, what a record label does, why we're different, all that stuff in the second half of the video. I just wanna share the cool shit with you now. And then if you care about that, you can stick to the end. But it really all kind of came full circle for me when I was at Tomorrowland, which is the biggest festival, or one of the biggest festivals in Europe, 300,000 people. I've been the last 2 years, and we were there at main stage. Tiesto was there, and Tiesto played one of our songs. It was Dash Star by Knock 2, and I knew he was going to be playing it because I have checked his set lists online, and I've seen that he'd been playing it at the time. So I was like, oh my God, literally one of the legends of the dance music industry is recognizing and playing music that we released, that I released on my label, and it was a really special moment. And it's not just Tiesto playing it. I mean, Skrillex has played our music. That's the GOAT. And every international touring DJ that's ever played a main stage probably has played Dash Star at least once in the last 2 years, which is incredible. But it's not just that song. I mean, it's almost every one of our artists has had the track that they've released with us get played at a main national stage somewhere by somebody. And to me, that's like the greatest form of validation. That's people that I look up to, that I spend money and time and effort going to these shows to watch, and they're playing the music that we signed. So it's like incredibly validating. And I think that, you know, I mean, the first real big thing that we did was the art card that we did at EDC 2 years ago. Electric Daisy Carnival is the biggest US festival, for those of you who don't know. And we got to host a stage, an art card stage, kind of like a side stage for one of the days. And we had Knock 2 on the lineup, One True God, Eliminate. It was a really cool moment for me because I had been going to EDC as a fan for 6-7 years at the time. To be a part of it and contribute to the experience for other people was like the best thing. And the art car popped off. I mean, there were fireworks going on. The crowd was incredible. The energy was great. And so we did these things already having like the goals that I've set for myself for the label and that we've kind of set out to do, which is help small artists grow into big international artists like we've done with Knock 2. And we did this so early on in like my head's timeline, 4 years and under. I'm kind of like, oops. Like I kind of thought I'd have more time to like not slow down, but like explain in detail each step that we've done and, you know, take you guys on a journey. But I haven't been able to do that because thankfully and coolly enough, like I've been fucking busy, and we've been doing a lot of really dope shit back to back to back to back that it's honestly been kind of hard to keep up. And it wasn't just like people playing music that we've released on festival shows and whatnot. It's being integrated into some of the games that I love and I play daily, as well as some of the games that I know other people appreciate as well. So we got our first in-game skin and partnership deal with Smite. We had One True God work with Smite to put a One True God Athena skin in there with night mode branding and the song, and that was awesome because Smite, one of the OG MOBAs that I had played in beta way back when, they have a ton of skins with incredible crossovers like, RuneScape and Slipknot. So to be included in that, incredible. They did a great job with the skin, but that was just the first one because we did an Eliminate skin and Peekaboo skin with Paladins as well. And I was like, nice, there's people that want to use our music in game. Fortnite hit us up at the time back in 2021 and included one of our tracks in the radio on Fortnite. Now that hasn't happened again, and I'd like to have that happen again, but that was kind of cool as well. I was like, they just reached out to us, you know what I mean? And so those smaller things kind of led to the biggest one that we've done yet that you guys all probably know. We've got Dash Star the Music Kit in CS2, in Counter-Strike, and Go, whatever you want to call it. And we released that last year. And since then, it has consistently been, if not the #1 most valued music kit on the market, the #2 one behind Taco Truck, which is incredible. And that music kit really, to be cemented in a game, not just any game, but like the best FPS game historically and probably for a while, Counter-Strike, man, that's special. That's so cool. And so it's really great to be in Counter-Strike and hear so many random people using the music kit, the song that we put out, that I put out. It's like every time I hear it, it makes me smile. And so I've done a lot of shit behind the scenes to kind of keep this rolling. The record label is not just me, it's my partner Dan. He's the other half who he has all the experience in running labels because he ran Disciple Records, and without him, impossible to run this. And then we have the first employee we ever hired, Vishal, who basically runs all of the back end, submitting the tracks, working with the artists, making sure everything's sorted. He is incredible. And we have a second employee as well. So we have 4 people working with us now. Jack, who does ads and does artist syncs and kind of runs socials as well. It's kind of wild to me because I've only ever maybe worked with one editor. Now I've got a team of people that we're all working together to make this thing run. It feels kind of weird because I'm just a guy who made YouTube videos for fun at the start of all of this, and now I'm actually a boss. I'm what the fuck? I don't want to be responsible for people, but it's really cool. So that's kind of what we've been up to and what I've been up to for the last 4 years. And music-wise, we put out, like I said, a song every 2 weeks. So we usually do some teasing on my stream, or I'll play the music on stream in the background or leak it or whatever. But if you want to stay up to date with everything we're doing, the literal easiest way is to sign up for a text service. And you're going to be like, I fucking hate text messages from companies. And I'm like, I know. We will only text you the day a song comes out with a link to the song. That's it. And no, we won't sell your data. Come on. But the other way is obviously just follow our social media. We post 5 times in the lead up to a song. We let you know it's coming out. We give you teasers. We give you hints on who the artist is, all that jazz. And we talk to you. That's I'm running that Twitter account as well. So I see everything you guys tweeted us, and I love it whenever there's videos from shows or whatever. It's really it's fun when you guys share your experiences with us. Okay, we got the cool stuff out of the way, but I do also think the second half is cool. It's kind of what is a record label? What do we do? What are our principles as a label? How do we do things differently? And why do I think we've had some success? And this is cool because it's shit that I've been working on and learning for the last 5 years now. And it's very complicated, and I think it's super interesting, but it's not fun in the sense that it's easy. What's the goal of the label? Basically, I wanted to be in the music industry in some way. I'm not necessarily musically inclined, but I like to think that I have good taste on what sounds good. So this was an easy way for me to kind of get into the music industry and be a part of something that I love. And a record label's job is to basically share music that artists make with as many people as possible and help them out with everything they can, from how does this get put into stores, to who is hearing this and maybe putting it in playlists, to articles, to press releases, to making the art itself. You know, the label's a bank account for the artist, and it does everything to make sure the artist succeeds. And so that's what it is. But every label should be doing that. Not saying every label does. The part that's kind of unique to us is that I'm a content creator and I care about being able to listen to the music that I want to on stream. And not only that, but making sure that it's good music. Like, you should know, if you've ever watched anything that I've done on Twitch, like I'm always playing music, and it's essential. Good music is essential to having good games and good movies and good experiences. It's essential. So I made it essential for our label to pre-clear and basically make it 100% free for any content creator to use our music without even asking, and all monetize it without us taking a single cent from that, which is way different from every other company that you either have to pay a monthly license or you have to ask each individual artist and get publishing clearing. None of that shit. Just fucking use our music and then say it's really dope if you like it, and then other people will like to listen to it. And the way this works for us, and the reason this works for us, is we're not putting out elevator lo-fi beats. No hate to that. I do love lo-fi, but like, people don't wake up necessarily excited for the next lo-fi drop. I promise you that people wake up excited for the next song that we're putting out because they're from real touring artists and people that are interested in making the best music possible. We're just servicing that in a different way, right? Our label is just giving that music to people that don't have access to good music, or maybe don't know where to find it, or maybe don't know how to get permission for it. And that's been the biggest like success for us. I know that people use non-copyright sounds or Harris Heller beats or whatever, and that's fine. I also know that, like, if given the choice, they would probably listen to the music they listen to every single day on stream, and some still do, right? But like, that's a risk you take. So my goal, and our goal as a label, is like, how do we make the best music on the planet free use for everybody who wants to just use it in the background of their stuff? And that's the label's goal, and I think it's worked out really great. That said, the bad side of this and the annoying part is that publishers are plentiful, and it's part of the old record industry where publishers will come in and say, hey, new hot artists, I like your music. We're going to give you $100,000, but, you know, we're going to control your publishing. And what that means is they're going to ship it around and try to get into commercials and in backgrounds of movies, or being played in restaurants or whatever. Basically, that's the publisher's job, in theory, to go and make money on that side. Spotify streams, not the publisher. They don't earn a cent from that. They earn money from selling it and getting it played in places where people pay for the music, you know? And so they lock people into long-term deals. And what that means is that if they control part of the publishing, they legally have the right to issue DMCA takedowns or audio copyrights or whatever you want to say at their discretion. And I promise you, if there's money to be made, they're going to do it, which is why you see people get like Twitter DMCAs for like concert recordings and shit, because like, they don't really care about who's posting it or why. If there's an ad running next to it, or if there's money to be made, or if they're not being paid for you to be posting that and sharing it with the world, take it down, baby, take it down. And that sucks, because like that stops the artist's music from being shared. And we're talking about fractions of a cent each time for a lot of these things. So that's the biggest hurdle we run into, is like, we can't work with an artist in an exclusive publishing deal, which means we've had to say no to tracks from global artists, like literally Billboard artists, because we can't work with them because they're published by Sony or UMG, which just pulled out of TikTok because they're mad TikTok's not paying them enough, despite the fact that TikTok is like the primary discovering tool for artists, and it's invaluable, right? Being paid in exposure sucks, but like, TikTok's an invaluable discovery tool. It's I don't know, doesn't matter. So the record label side of things is very complex, but very fun, and it's where I spend most of my free time when I'm not on stream, listening to demos and talking with artists and working on our merch and our website and running that. And so if it ever seems like maybe I'm not as active here on YouTube or on the second channel that I run, while I edit all these videos myself and still stream 5 hours a day, it's because I'm doing shit on music, and I really want you guys to come along for the ride if you're not already. If you like dance music, then check us out. And if you don't like dance music, we have like pop music too, and like funk and disco. So like it's not all just like, you know what I mean? Like we have a variety of chiller music as well. Go check out the Night Drive mix or EP that we put out. Album. Why am I struggling? It's a bunch of chill music. And most importantly, like, I just want to talk about my favorite releases from the year, because we get to this point and I try and use our music as much as I can. I try and put title cards up here that say like, check out new releases. Try and use the community tabs on YouTube to notify you. But, you know, I understand that maybe you don't see those. So I want you guys to check out the 3 links in the description below. They are to the Knock 2 Room 202 EP, which is obviously like the biggest project we've probably put out. Came out in January of last year. And then I want you to check out these 2 tracks from Transient, who are, it's basically a duo, or a trio rather. And one of them, LaTroy, is a Grammy award-winning producer. You can go check him out on the Grammy website. The music's super dope. It's very chill and nice. And then last but not least, our most recent release from Twirl, Hooligan. He makes some of the beefiest bass music, like huge, fat, massive. So I'm a really big fan of him. And yeah, I think I need water. My voice is scratchy, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm going to make more videos about twice or 3 times a year talking about some of my favorite stuff that we've done on Night Mode and some of the stuff that we got coming out. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.